You're at risk, and the danger is closer than you think. In the last few days, China has escalated its presence in the South China Sea, raising tensions to a critical level, with the U.S. experts warn that any miscalculation could lead to a direct military conflict between two of the world's largest powers. At the same time, Russia and China are conducting joint military drills in the Pacific, just off U.S. interests in the Arctic, demonstrating their growing military alliance. Cyberattacks are already here. In the past 72 hours, East Coast hospitals have been paralyzed, leaving thousands without medical care. Financial markets are also taking hits, with a significant breach affecting key institutions. Inflation is spiraling, with food and fuel prices soaring. Violence is spreading beyond major cities, as once-safe suburbs are seeing a spike in crime. Natural disasters are intensifying, pushing our infrastructure to the breaking point. The situation is unfolding fast, and time is running out. Now here are 15 PREPS you absolutely need before it's too late. Number 15. Sodium bicarbonate, baking soda. Let me hit you with something you're definitely not thinking about. Baking soda. Yeah, you heard that right. Sodium bicarbonate isn't just for baking cookies. It's one of the most versatile survival items out there. And if you're not stocking up, you're setting yourself up for a world of hurt. You think you're just going to wash up with soap and water in a crisis? Think again. Baking soda can be your toothpaste, your deodorant, and your all-purpose cleaner when hygiene products are long gone. Got acid reflux from all that canned food? A pinch of baking soda in water will neutralize stomach acid. In a pinch, you can even use it as a fire extinguisher for small fires. Brands like Arm & Hammer, Pure baking soda are sitting on store shelves right now, but they won't be there when people realize just how critical it is. It's dirt cheap, and it never goes bad, making it an absolute must-have for any serious prepper. Bottom line, without baking soda, you'll be struggling to maintain even basic hygiene, let alone treating ailments or cleaning up your space. You think you won't need it? That's exactly what everyone else is thinking, until it's too late. Number 14. Activated charcoal. Now here's one you probably have consider, activated charcoal. Most of you have no clue how vital this stuff can be wherever the goes sideways. Let me be crystal clear, in a survival situation, activated charcoal could save your life. Why? Because it's a natural detoxifier. Accidentally eat or drink something contaminated? Activated charcoal can help bind to toxins and remove them from your system. It's used in emergency rooms to treat poisonings. Think about that for a second. When clean water and food are scarce, and you're forced to consume questionable supplies, activated charcoal could be the difference between life and death. And it doesn't stop there. You can use it to purify water if you've run out of other options, or even to help with wounds and infections by reducing toxins and bacteria. There's no time to waste. Stock up on brands like Nature's Way activated charcoal. When people realize how valuable it is in a crisis, they'll be grabbing it off the shelves faster than you can say, contamination. Trust me, it's one of the most overlooked preps, and you'll wish you had it when things go south. Number 13. Peppermint oil. Here's another one you probably haven't thought about. Peppermint oil. Don't roll your eyes just yet. In a survival situation, this little bottle will be worth its weight in gold. Why? Because peppermint oil is a multi-purpose tool for health and hygiene. It can help relieve headaches, reduce nausea, soothe muscle pain, and even repel pests. In a world where medicine is hard to come by, having natural remedies like peppermint oil will be crucial. If you're dealing with stress, fatigue, or a nasty stomach bug, just a few drops can help calm your nerves and improve your focus. Plus, it's a natural insect repellent. In a post-collapse world, bugs will be more than just annoying. They'll be carriers of disease. Keeping them at bay with peppermint oil could save you from a nasty infection. Brands like Now Essential Oils. Peppermint are available now, but you better believe they'll vanish fast once people realize they're out of bug spray and painkillers. Get your hands on this stuff now before it's too late. Peppermint oil is small, easy to store, and will last for ages if kept sealed. You might think you don't need it, but when you're desperate for relief, you'll be thankful you planned ahead. Number 12. Calcium hypochlorite. Pool shock. All right, here's one that almost no one is thinking about. Calcium hypochlorite, better known as pool shock. You're probably wondering why in the world you need pool chemicals in a survival situation. Well, let me hit you with some reality. This stuff can save your life when it comes to clean drinking water. When water treatment plants go offline and your water supply becomes contaminated, you'll need a way to disinfect it. Calcium hypochlorite is your secret weapon. It's far more efficient than regular household bleach and has a much longer shelf life. Just a small amount of pool shock can purify hundreds of gallons of water, turning dirty, bacteria-ridden water into something safe to drink. Here's what you need to do. Buy pool-grade calcium hypochlorite, store it in a cool, dry place, and when the time comes, you'll have a nearly endless supply of clean water. Brands like In the Swim Pool Shock are available now, but when the water crisis hits, they'll be gone in a heartbeat. Don't wait until your only option is contaminated water. Stock up now, or you'll regret it later. Number 11. Cloth diapers. You're probably laughing right now, but let me ask you this. What's your plan when the disposable diapers run out? Cloth diapers are one of those PREPS no one thinks about until they desperately need them. If you have infants or young children, you cannot afford to overlook this. And even if you don't have kids, they're still incredibly useful for other things, like bandages, cleaning rags, or makeshift filters. The beauty of cloth diapers is they're reusable. You can wash them and use them again and again, unlike disposable diapers that are a one-and-done item. When supply chains break down, and you can't just run to the store to pick up a new pack of Pampers, cloth diapers will be a lifesaver. Brands like Gerber Prefold cloth diapers are durable and easy to stockpile. They might not seem like a priority right now, but trust me, when you're running out of options, these will be worth their weight in gold. Stockpile them now, because once the panic starts, every parent will be scrambling to get their hands on them. Number 10. Tarps and plastic sheeting. I'm about to hit you with something you've probably never even considered. Tarps and plastic sheeting. You think your tent or house is going to hold up in every disaster? Wrong. If the grid goes down and your home becomes unsafe due to damage, leaks, or extreme weather, tarps are going to be your best friend. Tarps can be used to create emergency shelters, waterproof your living space, or cover and protect your supplies from rain or snow. They're lightweight, durable, and take up almost no space in your stockpile. Brands like Blue Hawk heavy-duty tarps are sitting in hardware stores now, but once people realize how critical they are for survival, they'll be gone. Plastic sheeting? Even more versatile. You can use it for everything from creating water collection systems to sealing off contaminated areas. In a worst-case scenario, it can even be used to cover broken windows or make an emergency greenhouse for food. 6mm polyethylene sheeting is strong enough to handle whatever disaster throws at you, and you need to start stockpiling it now while it's still readily available. Number 9. Steel wool and batteries. This one's a little more off the wall, but stay with me. Steel wool and batteries. Why? Because when everything falls apart, you need to be able to start a fire. And steel wool combined with a 9-volt battery is one of the easiest ways to do it. Steel wool burns at a high temperature when it contacts a 9-volt battery, making it an incredibly efficient fire starter. This is crucial when lighters and matches run out, or when you're in wet conditions where traditional fire starting methods fail. Plus, steel wool is super cheap, doesn't take up much space, and can be used for other things like cleaning and scrubbing tough surfaces. Get your hands on some Brillo steel wool pads and a few packs of 9-volt batteries like Energizer Max. Trust me, you'll want to have these when you're trying to start a fire in the middle of a downpour. And everything else you've got is soaked. Stockpile these simple items now before they become the next hot commodity. Number 8. Manual can opener. Here's one that's going to sound obvious, but I bet most of you haven't thought about it. A manual can opener. Yeah, you've probably got canned goods in your pantry, but what happens when the power's out and your fancy electric can opener is useless? Or worse, what if you don't even have a can opener at all? Good luck trying to get into those cans without destroying your hands and wasting precious food. A good, sturdy manual can opener will be your best friend when all other gadgets fail. Brands like OXO Good Grips can opener are built to last, and they're small enough to fit in any go bag or emergency kit. Having one or two of these is crucial, because once the power grid goes down, your stockpile of canned goods is useless if you can't open them. Don't be the fool who stockpiled hundreds of cans only to realize they can't get into them. Buy a manual can opener now. Actually, buy two, because you'll want a backup when your first one wears out. When the crisis hits, you'll be thankful you thought ahead. Number 7. Super glue, cyanoacrylate. Here's one that's so simple, but so many people overlook: super glue. Yeah, the same stuff you use for small repairs around the house can become an absolute lifesaver in a survival situation. When things fall apart, super glue's ability to bind almost anything can't be overstated. Not only can it be used for mending broken gear, like fixing a cracked water bottle or torn shoes, but in emergencies, it can also seal small cuts and wounds when you don't have access to proper medical supplies. That's right, super glue has been used in the medical field for wound closure, and while it's not a replacement for stitches, it's a solid stopgap when you're dealing with an injury in the middle of nowhere. Brands like Gorilla Super Glue or Loctite Super Glue are sitting on store shelves right now, but people don't realize their full potential for survival. Stock up on this stuff. It's compact, cheap, and lasts a long time. And when your gear falls apart, or you need a quick fix in a life-or-death scenario, you'll be glad you have it. Number 6. LED lanterns and solar chargers. Here is the thing. Way the power grid goes down. Ang ich probably will. You're going to need a reliably long less shores. This is where lakes lancers and solar chargers go in. Forget about relying on flashlights with dead batteries. LED lanterns last far longer, and they're much more efficient. LED lanterns like the Vaunt 2-pack LED camping lantern can light up an entire room or outdoor space with just a few AA batteries. And if you pair them with a solar charger, you'll never be left in the dark. A solar-powered battery bank like the Big Blue 3 USB ports 28 Balbau solar charger can charge your lantern, phone, and other essential devices when the grid goes down, and you can't find batteries or a wall socket anywhere. You need to stock up on these now, not when you're groping around in the dark wondering why you didn't prepare. These products are lightweight, portable, and will be invaluable when the lights go out for good. Number 5. Cast iron. Cookware. Most people are going to be stockpiling lightweight, non-stick cookware, and they're making a big mistake. When you're cooking over an open flame or a wood stove, cast iron cookware is the gold standard. Why? Because it lasts forever. It distributes heat evenly, and it can handle the high temperatures of campfires and wood-burning stoves without warping or breaking down. You can use it to cook just about anything, from stews to bread, and because it's made of iron, it even adds a bit of nutritional value to your meals over time. Brands like Lodge cast iron skillets are perfect for this. Cast iron may be heavier than your non-stick pans, but it'll outlast them by decades, especially in harsh conditions. Stockpile these now and learn how to use them properly before the disaster hits. Once people realize how durable and reliable cast iron is, they'll be impossible to find. Number 4. Duct tape. If you haven't thought of duct tape yet, you're already behind. I don't care how well prepared you think you are. Duct tape is one of the most versatile tools you can have in your survival kit. It can fix almost anything, from a broken tent pole to a leaky water container, and it can be used to secure tarps, patch clothing, repair shoes, and even make emergency splints. It's a must-have item in any prepper's stockpile. Brands like 3M Scotch duct tape are durable and strong, and a single roll can be the difference between keeping your shelter intact or being exposed to the elements. In survival situations, duct tape isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. Stock up now before everyone else catches on, because once it's gone, you'll have a hard time making do without it. Number 3. Powdered eggs. Here's something that almost no one thinks about. Powdered eggs. When the fresh eggs are gone, and trust me, they will be, You're going to want a protein source that's versatile, nutrient-dense, and long-lasting. Powdered eggs fit the bill perfectly. You can use them for baking, cooking, or just mix them with water for scrambled eggs when you've run out of fresh food. They're high in protein, vitamins, and minerals, making them a crucial addition to your stockpile. Brands like Ova Easy powdered whole egg crystals are shelf-stable for years and take up very little space. Don't wait until all the fresh eggs are gone and you're left with nothing but canned beans. Powdered eggs will be a game changer when you need a high-protein, versatile food source that lasts. Stockpile them now before everyone else realizes what they're missing. Number 2. Petroleum jelly. Baseline. You probably haven't thought about petroleum jelly as a survival item, but let me tell you, it's one of the most useful things you can have. Vaseline isn't just for moisturizing. It's an incredibly versatile survival tool. You can use it for treating chapped skin, burns, and small cuts, and it's also a fantastic fire starter when combined with cotton balls. It's waterproof, meaning you can use it to protect wounds from infection by creating a barrier. It's also great for sealing and protecting items from moisture. And if you're in cold weather, it can be used to protect exposed skin from frostbite. Vaseline lasts practically forever, and it's small enough to pack anywhere. When the panic sets in, people will realize just how valuable this stuff is. Stock up on Vaseline now, because once it's gone, you'll be wishing you had grabbed it while you could. Number 1. Paracord. Paracord is one of those items that you'll never think you need until you desperately do. It's lightweight, super strong, and incredibly versatile. Whether you're setting up a shelter, tying down supplies, or making an emergency splint, paracord will be one of the most valuable tools in your survival arsenal. A good spool of 550 paracord, like Titan paracord, can be used for just about anything. It's perfect for making traps, building snares, hanging clothes, or even creating a makeshift fishing line. It's strong enough to bear weight, making it perfect for securing items or even fashioning a stretcher in an emergency. Don't wait until the crisis hits and you realize you need strong, durable rope for basic tasks. Stock up on paracord now, because when the time comes, you'll be using it for things you never even imagined. Thank you for watching.